collecting these countries like infinity stones. Welcome to another Gaz Right video, and this is going to be the DIY, the most chilled vlog you've ever seen on this channel. A lot of chill ones on there. We're in country number 88, Moldova, in the capital. Thank you so much. We've gone for two little local numbers. So the Airbnb host recommended this place, and I'm always trying to get local food, but in Poland, it was really difficult with knots. Here, they were super confident. It looks banging. One's like a little meatballs with mash. Looks like it could do with a little bit of the old gravy. And then this fella looks like a little pancake. Rocking in meat, pastry. It's super, super soft. Let's give this a little taste test. Got some kefir in there as well. Pleasure. That is absolutely phenomenal. If we can't see that now, I'm going to cut it open in a second and overlay what we're dealing with. Silly amounts of meat in there, superb flavours. That is like the most banging pasty you've ever had from the UK. Super hot as well. Big bugbear of mine, food when it's not hot. Right, number two, we've got mashed potatoes with these little pork fellas. Let's not drop that on the thing. Should we whack a little pickle in as well? And the good news is, I've not had a reaction to the first food, otherwise we'd have we'd have had to hit the stim shot to get out of here. I have obviously I have these fellas just in case, and then I'll show you what I show to places, and this is why every restaurant looks at me like, are you alright? Is that going to show up backwards on the camera? Hopefully you can see it. I'm not sure it's focusing, but yeah, I used to show like, oh, I'm allergic, and basically a lot of countries like, do you know what I mean? Allergy is a bit like, oh, you'll be fine. So now I show, if I eat it, I will die. And everyone looks at it like, are you okay? But anyway, too much talking, more trying local food. It can't be as good as a pasty. Look at the size of the fella. So yeah, two massive meatballs. The mash is so creamy and soft. But if you're asking me for a favourite, I'd go for the massive pasty. Paziente? Pasta something. We've got a steak on the way. Haven't eaten in 24 hours. Another little tip, if you're looking to lose weight, just go travelling and pretend you've got a nut allergy. Just constant 24-hour fast. Good for the rig, good for the mind, good little reset. But yeah, first impressions of here. Normally I do loads of research, like what to do, where to eat, where to go. Sometimes you just got to freestyle it, see where the night, the day takes you. Everyone's super friendly. The taxi driver, I was like, he's got the biggest hands I've ever seen on the steering wheel. Anyway, chatting away to him, he said, oh yeah, I drive in the day and I'm a boxing coach. I drive at night and I'm a boxing coach in the day. I would hate to take a punch off that bloke. Absolute shovels on him. But yeah, you know the drill on this channel. Food, a little bit of caffeine injection, finding some good coffee spots. Hopefully the weather's good, because I do have to run 14K on my prep for Project 1000. Not Project 1000, Project 100. But anyway, enough rambling. The food's banging. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm coming here every day. Elite level gaff. Phenomenal. When I ordered, she did look at me like, you've ordered 3 main courses, but you know, I mean, got to get that fuel in the system. Gone for a little bit of a different number, a pork steak, pork chop, is that the vibe? See what it's saying. It's going to take 30 minutes for this fella to come out, so I don't think I've ever even had a pork steak. That's what we're dealing with anyway, that's half of the bloody bloke. Looking absolutely top drawer to fair, coming some naughty little potatoes. Not sure what that sauce is saying. But yeah, got a steak last night in Poland, in Warsaw, and I was like, and they were like, oh, it comes with peppercorn sauce, the hottest peppercorn sauce ever, more like sriracha. Anyway, see what this is saying. That hot. Yeah, pork chop over pork steak. But I feel as if I've only ever had a few of them when I was younger. Neens, if you're watching this, you're getting gone down here, to be fair. They're always super, super dry. Maybe it's the way we cooked it. But that, juicy, succulent. I always think when it's a nice char on top but soft in the middle, you're on to an absolute winner. See what these little potato fellas are saying. Oh, baby. Woo. Piping hot food. Can eat the local food, Everybody's super, super friendly. I'm gutted I've not got long here. I can already tell this is one of the places I'm going to want to come straight back to. And probably come in summer though, because it is chilly outside. It's about 1 degree, maybe getting colder at night. But yeah, banging food, unreal first impressions. Locals are legends. Probably going to be in here every single night. Cheers now. That's banging.
5 a.m, 5 hours sleep, got to go run 14k. The things you hate to see. See you on the other side, baby.
Woo, baby. Monday morning, miles in the old bones, getting after it. 5 hours sleep, but the job has got to be done. 14k done, rocking at 5:10 average kilometre, 132 average heart rate, feeling real nice. Watched Jake Dearden's videos, obviously elite runner, high rocks athlete, whatever you want to call him. He's pretty bloody good at the old fitness, and he was talking about like perceived like exertion on your body. So I'm trying to like build up the miles, build the kilometres, but I don't want to put too much force on the old legs, minimise the chance of injury. So I've been running in like a t-shirt, a Helly Hansen, and my North Face to make me warmer. To be fair, like it was actually pretty cold in Poland running. I think it's like -1 degrees. Here, a little bit warmer to be honest. Good way to explore the city as well. Like 14k all round. Is it the old town here? Anyway, their answer to the Arc de Triomphe, like the big palace, I guess. A few of the major parks. The park that I've just done a fair few laps of then, which is absolutely top draw, even with this level of weather. You know what I mean? The sun, does it exist in this part of the world? I'm not too sure. It doesn't exist in Bolton actually, so never mind over here. But yeah, the park, the Rose Bowl Park, right at the bottom of town, stunning. Get here in summer. There's like a little fake beach, a few little places where you can sit out, and yeah, just top draw. Really nice to run it. It's quite hilly around here, so yeah, if you are trying to get some kilometres in, just bear that in mind. You're going to be attacking a few of the old hills, but yeah, fair enough. Like for me, watching videos online, all the videos on Moldova, I'm going to try to pronounce the capital. Is it Chișinău? I thought it was Chișinău, and somebody told me and it was like 3 syllables. So whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm saying, it's going to be wrong. But like, you either see the least visited country or the cheapest country in Europe. The cheapest, absolutely horrible way to describe a place, to be fair. It is good value. Like the food I got last night, all the meals, as I say, was 20 quid. So if you are looking for something a little bit budget friendly, this is probably the gap. But less of that, more of the positives. Everyone's just super friendly. Like I'm running around this morning, the amount of people just saying hello, little smile, little wave. Even the kids. I often find that's a good barometer of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Kids are feeling confident enough to like say hello to a random person running down the street. Probably speaks somewhat of the old safety, but yeah, run done. Exploring too. I also saw, which was pretty mad, is that there's loads of like little calisthenics parks and stuff, and I was like, God, there's some absolute wedge blokes down at the bottom of this like down at the bottom of the park, like tops off, you know, just when you see and you just think like Eastern European blokes who've just done like a lot of manual labour, like they're absolutely a wedge, must be in like their 50s, and they're in unbelievable shape. Like these guys, I think it's about 2 degrees at the minute. Like I'm not hot, I'm not cold, but I've just run 14k. These lads just out playing table tennis, having an absolute great time, and there's loads of things set up for like older people. You know, when you go to like Singapore and places like that where like community and communal, when you're older you can go out and sit out places, like there's places to play chess, places to play table tennis, there's loads of like little parks, places to sit. Looks gone. So for me, 10 times better than what I expected coming here from what you see online. So yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. Good gaff. Need to go get some fuel, some food in the system, a little bit of the old hydration, and we'll see what the day has in store for us, baby. thought we'd box off a little apartment tour. So what we're rocking in the old Helly Hansen. 31 of the Queen's English pints, the King's English now, I guess. Still living out of a suitcase, not about that absolute traveller life. But yeah, after Poland, this bed is feeling unbelievable. The gaff I was staying in Poland, nice gaff, super hot, but oh baby, the bed was an absolute horrid bit of kit. But yeah, I've been booking places with heating, so I'm not like it's going to be really cold. Obviously, it's roasting everywhere. We all know what a bloody bathroom looks like, and this is where the chef does his best work. We'll be doing some actual work very, very shortly. This little fella, I've never even had a coffee out of one of these. They look elite, and obviously the Italians, best coffee in the world. Controversial, putting it out there. But yeah, check. This is what shop I did last night. All the essentials. This is like the bottom me and Em had everywhere we're travelling. The old Presidente, couple eggs, 5 each day, and then yeah, get the hydration in the system. I've been drinking a litre of milk every single day, and of course, when there's a serious amount of work needed to be done, oh baby, get the monster in the bones. Is this a view? I'm not even sure. We'll show you what everything's like on this channel. Health and safety. We're on the 9th floor. Don't worry about that. You can get straight over the edge there. No questions at all. Hoping for a little bit of sunlight later, but yeah, we'll not be seeing it because, yeah, work to be done. A 9-hour back-to-back day. But yeah, there's a little bit of sunshine off the balcony. That will not go amiss. Speaking of safety, so round here, you're walking, you're perusing, by the way, look at this sofa. What we're dealing with here. I can't really give any advice on how to decorate a gaff. That is the King's responsibility. However, myself, responsibility, area of expertise, but this is a niche bit of kit. In the kitchen as well. Anyway, we digress from the point. It's the first time in a long time, since probably Bali or Timor Leste, where you're like, oh my God, there's a shitload of stray dogs. So if you're scared of dogs, you need to come here with confidence. One, even when you're walking, or when I was jogging around the park, I think dogs avoided me a little bit more. But when I'm walking, the amount of dogs that are coming over to you, and then I was walking back, and there was a pack of about 6 dogs eyeing me up. I thought, I don't want a bit of that on a Monday morning, so I just crossed over a little bit, and I was just walking, just looking over, thinking, if they come, oh baby, it's tough. The first one, bang, second one, bang, and then the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th would absolutely do me in. So yeah, stray dogs, good gaff, 31 quid a night, 32, yeah, top draw. The gift that keeps on giving. Getting some eggs in the bones, getting some milk in the bones, getting some bats in the bones, and then getting a 9-hour workday done, exploring tomorrow. Yeah, baby. Final morning of the vlog that is absolutely all over the gaff. Moldova, Chișinău, probably one of the most random places I've ever been. It's a lovely little building here, and then you just got the older flats, apartments. Such a left field place. When I show my face too much on the camera, everyone's always complaining. Just kind of walk and talk the opposite way this morning. I always think people, as I said before, they describe it as the poorest place, and you know what I mean, maybe poor in money, but rich in vibes. All the people I've met here are super friendly, and super nice, to be fair. And the other thing as well is the safety here. Again, everywhere is safe until it's not safe, right? But I was walking about last night, went to get some dinner late, maybe 9:30, 10 p.m, something like that, and you've just got loads of kids out walking, mooching, doing whatever, and it's where would you get that now in most other European cities? And then even in the apartment block that I'm staying in, there's 2 doors next to me, the family that live there. Outside, they've just left their bike, they've left what else they left in there, the baby stroller and all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah, for me, safety again, everywhere's safe until it's not safe. That's the gaff I'm staying in. The one behind, absolute palace. To be fair, it's pretty top drawer after that bed situation in Poland. Oh baby, the back was not good. But yeah, some of the buildings there are just so left field. Like you get all random ones, and you just get like hotels like this fella. But the agenda this morning, the final day before, got an outrageous day to be fair. Going to go source some of, hopefully, the best coffee in the city. Got 2 places researched, refined, and top of the list. So I'm going to go there very shortly. Got a full day's work, 10 hours back to back, absolutely earning the right to be exploring like this. And then got a flight 12:30 tonight, going to Armenia. So yeah, putting the body, the mind, the soul through it all. But yeah, let's see what this coffee's saying, baby. Coffee number 1 has been sourced, and we've had to wipe the old microphone on because it's a little bit wind warring on. It's looking top drawer. When we talk about vessels, when we talk about the Guinness in a grenade, this is a nice bit of kit. It's quite small for a latte. Artwork not quite as elite as, where was it in Poland? All the places in Poland, they were on their ship, but that's why they're the 3rd wave coffee roasters or whatever it was. But Nescoffee, super friendly. Let's give it a little taste test and just more a review on how sick the Moldovan people are. Nah, that is unbelievable. That's way better than every coffee I've had in Poland. It's so creamy. The coffee, little double shot, not too powerful, not too potent, but it's so creamy. That sensational. And £2.20 in a little speciality coffee place. There's lots of other little stands on the side of the road, so if you want a little bit more of an affordable coffee, they're like £1, 90p for one, but that is delicious. The vessel, everything about it. Artwork needs a little bit more. Maybe the channel is just turning into a coffee review channel. What credentials do I have to judge coffees? Absolutely not. Cans of bats in the bones, maybe can review on that, but not too much on the coffee front. However, the coffee, 10 out of 10, elite. Price, elite. The people, again, are so friendly. I'm in there, lovely to meet you. How's your day? What are you doing in Moldova? Just having a bit of chat, having a bit of banter. I don't often go out and buy a coffee in the UK because I don't really fancy having my pants pulled down in that sense. However, you're not getting that level of interaction, that level of chat, and again, just building Moldova up. So yeah, for me, the people, 10. First coffee I've had here actually is also getting a 10, and we're going straight around the corner to the next gaff very shortly. But for me, it's going to have to do something special to top that because that is a powerful bit of kit. Cheers. Feeling cafe. Got the absolute vibes. If you hear me with the old sniffles, it's because it's Baltic outside. You come in and then it's freezing, so the nose is running a little bit. How many nightmares can you have within the space of 2 minutes? So chatting to the guy at the last coffee shop, had a bit of banter, he comes in, because I went to take my cup inside, and he's like, oh, how was the coffee? Just having a bit of chat, like, where are you from and all sorts. Again, elevating the Moldovan people. However, he goes, oh, I came from Italy 5 years ago. There wasn't a big specialty coffee scene here. So in my mind, I took that as, he's Italian, and I've gone, oh, Italy's my favourite country in Europe, which is true. Anyway, the conversation transpires. He's not Italian, he's Moldovan. He's gone to Italy for like 10 years and then come back. So I feel he should still take that as a compliment. Come to this place. I did ask him, I said, oh, these are the 2 top places I found online. he was bad-mouthing. No, he didn't bad-mouth them. He said that place, and then he gave me like 3 other recommendations on like specialty coffee places. We'll give a review on this in a quick little second because I had another nightmare. Came in and I've shown on my phone like just cow's milk, just in case they put like, I don't know, almond milk or something. And I'll be in the old hospital hitting the old stim injection. Put the order through and I've gone gracias. Absolute stinker. In terms of setup, in terms of vibes, we've got the music in the background, lovely little setup in here, lovely seating as well. There's a little back room which I'm sat in, but yeah, what we're here for, the old coffee. Artwork needs a little bit of work, but let's give it a little taste test. Potentially is giving me oat milk because that is absolutely horrendous. We'll be debriefing outside. Bad beer kid, do not get that. That's so disappointed. We build, get yourself to the other gaff. The final frontier, the final stop, checking out Moldova's answer to the Arc de Triomphe. Lovely little gardens. They say you're meant to learn from your mistakes. This side also we've got a lovely little church, actually, so a little cathedral action in the bones. But yeah, they say you should learn from your mistakes in life. Me and Em a few years ago, we went to Lithuania and Estonia, probably similar time of year to be fair, like October, November time. And it was kind of like not summer, but like you're not in the depths of winter. You don't have like all the Christmas stuff. And then now seeing all the lights here and stuff like that, and they're setting up like loads of little Christmas markets right in the distance there. So I reckon if you are going to come and you want that cooler type atmosphere, I would probably just come in December time, get the Christmas markets, nice, a bit of mulled wine in the old bones. But yeah, overall review, just went to another little place actually before we get into the overall review. Coffee Monkey, banging. Like the coffee there was, again, top drawer. A little bit more expensive in there, it's like £2.70 or something like that. You cannot work in there, so if you are thinking a little laptop action and get some work done, you can't do that. But yeah, the coffee was banging. Both places so creamy and delicioso. Obviously on this channel you always get the honest review. Am I telling you to cancel your holidays to Ibiza, to Madrid, to somewhere in Italy? No, but everyone online is either calling this like the poorest, the least visited, the worst country, all stuff like that. For me, I've had 48 hours. If you want me to sell you on Moldova and coming to the capital, I'd say this: 3 things. 1, the people here are absolutely elite. Everyone's super friendly, super nice, super hospitable. So yeah, they get a straight 10 out of 10. Number 2, affordability. You could find places like 10-20 quid a night if you wanted. A place where I stayed was like £30. I booked it the day before, so if you do in advance you get way more options. There's places where you can get like vodka, beer for £1 a go. Food, I was getting 3 dinners, main courses, and it was 20 quid. And the final thing on the notion of food is the food is banging. I can't often eat a lot of the local food in most countries because it's like may have nuts or does contain nuts or they cook with loads of nuts in the kitchen. So the fact I could even eat the food here was already like, I was pretty happy about it. And then the fact it was absolutely banging. The place I went to, I've noticed, is like a massive chain, and maybe this is another good point. Just because something is expensive doesn't make it good. Just because something is cheap doesn't make it bad. Like the food in there was top drawer, and it was like £6 for a main dish. If you want a recommendation, I would get the pasty thing, which was unreal, and that was like the cheapest thing. I think it was like £4, the most affordable, not cheapest. Bad G dubs. And then like the meatballs with the potato, with mashed potatoes. In fact, they had a little bit of butter in there, adding to that creaminess and that goodness. So yeah, people, affordability, and the food was banging. Maybe a little pit stop, pair it with something else. Got an absolutely outrageous flight tonight, to be fair, flying to Armenia at 12:30 AM. So it's going to be an absolute battle. We'll see you on the other side. Question in the comments whilst you're down there. Hit that subscribe button. Remember, baby, the chef is always cooking. Let's get it. Woo!